everyone, it's Shannon from Stampinously Shannon. I just wanted to come on today and do a paper pumpkin unboxing. So this is the July 2021 Adventure Begins kit. I just came to my mailbox yesterday, so I'm so excited to show it to you. I tried to record this a few minutes ago and my phone died, so I have technically already opened it, but I haven't gone through everything, so I'm excited to go through everything with you. So let's go ahead and get started. So it comes in the red box. Sometimes they come with special boxes, but this one is just the cute little red box. And right away we get our garden green Stampin' Spot. So in each paper pumpkin box you receive a Stampin' Spot, and the Stampin' Spots are not repeated for 12 months. So that means that the soonest you'll get a garden green Stampin' Spot in one of your paper pumpkin boxes will be in August of 2022. So this is a great way, I know I always say this, but it's a great way to build your Stampin' Spot collection, or even just your ink supply collection if you don't have all of the ink pads, and this also takes up a lot less real estate than the full ink pads. So definitely worth it for the Stampin' Spots along with all the other things that you get inside the box. These are the stamps. So these have beautiful sayings in them. I was so surprised. I was pleasantly surprised by how wonderful the sayings are. So dream big and aim high. Let your light shine. The world awaits you. Let the adventure begin. Explore. Congrats. Then you get these tree stamps here. So this is a full solid tree, so when you stamp it you get the entire image, and then it comes with this little layering piece here, so you can stamp this one and then stamp this one, and kind of do like a two-step stamping, so to speak, and it will have all these pine needles on the pine tree. So fun. And it comes with these little butterflies or fireflies, depending on which way you want to roll with that. So these are gorgeous stamps. I could definitely see myself using these sentiments for my planner. So like putting dream big, aim high in my planner. That definitely seems like something that I would do. So I'm super excited for that. And then you also get just a little pamphlet. Oops, it's upside down. Just a little pamphlet for the next paper pumpkin box, which is hope themed. And the goal of this box will be to inspire hope and to empower your friends, family, and loved one. So it's going to be a great box, and I'm super excited about it. So set that off to the side, and then let me flip this over. You're getting a sneak peek of the envelopes here. I'm going to flip this over, move this box out of the way, and we'll get started. I do want to point out that they did send me the standard tissue paper that goes on the floor for my cat. I just had already taken it out of the box. So this is the pamphlet that you get with every paper pumpkin kit. So it shows you the 3 designs. These are absolutely gorgeous. So you got the little camper. You've got this little window cutout here. And then you've got another little cutout with a little lantern. So super cute. And I think all of the things fit these images really nicely. So I'm very excited to see the contents. As always, the pamphlet comes with instructions on how to build each of these cards with the materials that they've supplied. And on the back, it has places for you to go. On the right-hand side, it has places for you to go to see alternative designs for this kit, and you can see that 2-step stamping actually right there on this card. So you can see how it has the little pine needles on top of the pine tree. So very, very cute designs already for these alternatives. Excited to see. That one looks like a little wintry card. Then we got the camper card. Very cute. And then as always, on the left bottom hand side of the back of your pamphlet, it tells you the coordinating Stampin' Up! Color. So if you are wanting to make some type of adjustment, maybe you don't like a color or you want to add more of a color, you can just use this kind of guide here to kind of place which color it is, so you can kind of mix and match things or add things from your stash and make these cards your own, which is the great thing about Paper Pumpkin. You can always add more things to your paper pumpkin in order to make it truly yours, but you don't have to. The kit comes completely supplied with everything you'll need to make these cards. It looks like there's maybe, see, 11, 12 cards. So there are 12 cards with 12 envelopes, and that information is back here too on the back, right above the coordinating colors. But you get everything you'll need to make these 12 cards, but if you wanted to do alternatives or you wanted to make them a little different, you absolutely can. So creativity in a box is what they say. So it comes with creativity, but you can always add your own too. All right, now let's flip these over, and let's start with our standard little paper pumpkin embellishments. So we have our dimensionals, which is pretty standard. Let's get those up a little closer. I think my light is being very reflective today. So we've got our dimensionals, and then we've got these little glue dots, and these are not Stampin' Up! Standard glue dots. These are, on one side it's the acrylic sheet, and on the other it does have a little piece of paper. And recently I saw someone, I always just kind of struggle with them to kind of get them off and things, but I saw someone pick one of them up with their Take Your Pick tool. So if you struggle with these like I have in the past, don't forget about your Take Your Pick tool, because I have one. It sits on my desk right at the top of my desk where all my pencils and pens are, and I just honestly always forget about it. So don't forget your Take Your Pick tool, especially for using these glue dots. It'll make your life so much simpler. And then it also comes with some adhesive sequins. So these look like Mango Melody and maybe Pool Party. Maybe Bermuda Bay. So a light blue, so I'm thinking it's probably the Bermuda Bay. And then the Mango Melody sequins here. So these are super cute. These are going to be great. And I don't know if you'll even use all of these, so there will be some left over. I always have leftovers with all of my kits, just little bits and bobs, leftover sequins, leftover adhesives. They definitely give you enough to finish the kits, and then usually enough to kind of use for some other projects too. So put those off to the side. Actually, I'm going to tuck these little glue dots back in here so they don't get lost. It's a thin strip, so it is easy to lose these if you put them on your desk, and if you're a messy crafter, you may lose them. And then let's see. So then these are the envelopes. So we've got 12, and they're all the same. But these are so beautiful. So they look like they have that watercolor technique with some whisper white flecks around them. They have the white piece here so that you can write the address, which is super nice. And then they don't have a liner on the inside, but the envelope is so pretty and so colorful that I don't think you need one. But I do know that some people will cut these apart and actually use the paper, and you can totally do that as well for an alternative design. So these are super, super cute envelopes. And I will definitely use these in some capacity for certain. So you get 12 of those. And then to our card bases. So let's see. Well, I'm running out of space here. So we've got, should have 4 of each design, I think. Let's see. So we've got, oh, this is really extra fancy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the die cuts are in, that is a smart way to save paper. I love that. So the die cuts are actually inside of the card already, so there's no gluing or anything that you have to do. You just have to kind of take these apart. I'll show you. I'm trying to do it really carefully here. There we go. Oops, I missed a little piece here. Here we go. It's a little tricky. So it already has that background on there for you. And then you've got this beautiful background, and then it opens up to a blank card. So let's see if that's how they wanted you to use it. Again, it's so nice to have these instructions here that you can kind of just peer at and see what their intentions were for you, so you could figure out if that's what you want to do or if you want to do something a little bit different. Yep, so it looks like you will stamp on certain places around the lantern here, and then the card will actually stand up kind of like, let me move these out of the way so I can actually balance on something. Yes, okay. So yeah, so the card will stand up a little bit easier like that. So you still, when you lay it down, you will still, I'll lay it down so that you can see it. You'll still have that background in the back. So it looks really beautiful. So you'll stamp in various different places here. And again, open the card like that. So fun. What a neat idea. And I love that rather than having you figure out how to attach this lantern to this piece somehow, they just went ahead and did it for you. It's also a great way to save paper. So for them, and really for you and the environment. So you get 4 of that card base. And then you have the next card base, which is the same concept here as the other one, except for just a different design. So you got these fun, beautiful hills. And when you fold this one over, you can cut out this big circle. These are going to be great for scrap pieces just to sit on my desk. And you've got some beautiful little trees there. So that's super fun. And on their sample, you can see that they stamped that tree and then put the pine needles on the top of it and just kind of attached him right there to the front. So that is super fun. And so you get 4 of that card base as well. And again, the same thing, it opens up. And it's got a blank inside, which you can use to stamp with whatever you want. So any of those stamps, you could also obviously add your own stamps for sentiments and things like that. But again, they have the stamps that they send with the kit, and they match perfectly for inside and outside. And then this is the same concept here. These are fun. I've never received a paper pumpkin kit that had stuff kind of cut out like this inside of the cards. They may have had one. I have never received one like this, so this is exciting to me. So you'll fold this over kind of gently. Might be easier to punch this out after you folded it, but oh well, we're here now. So we've got this beautiful treescape in the background. You can see how pretty this looks, like little rose bushes or maybe like a little apple tree. And then we've got lots of different designs, just a lot going on here, but it's so beautiful. And then we've got our little camper on the outside, so cute. And then again, it opens up to a blank card. So you get 4 of this one as well. Super fun. And then the die cuts that they sent this time. Oh, it's not even that. That's neat. Okay, so I even misspoke. But you could do it the way that I said. So we'll get to that in 1 second. So it comes with 5 circles, and it comes with 5 little banners, little flags. And these are super cute. So you can just kind of attach this one right down here like that. And it adds another little dimension. Literally, it adds another dimension because you'll probably adhere that with dimensionals. So that is super fun. So actually, I'm going to move these together. I try to keep everything together when I'm doing these unboxings. Otherwise, I lose materials. And then the last thing, these actually come with the kit, these die cuts. I didn't see these before I spoke. So you could definitely 100% stamp your own tree, fussy cut it, and then put it right here on this card. You could 100% do that. Just stamp the tree, stamp it with another color to get the pine needles on there, cut it out, and then attach it right here. But this one specifically is actually this little banner with a tree attached. So what they did was they actually stamped and probably masked, which is where one way to mask, not the only way, but one way to mask is to just cover this up at the seam. And then you'll take the pine needle stamp and you'll stamp it on top of that. And then when you pull this off, whatever is left over down here will just be on this paper. And that'll save your little card from getting anything on it. So it looks like that's what they did, was they actually used that, this little banner here and put that on the top rather than stamping their own tree. And then you also have these green trees, which go behind the camper. And I also didn't see these ones. These cards, they're kind of detail oriented. So they've got lots of details in them that you don't really see until you A, examine how they made them. And then B, also once, in the process of making them. So that is what they did here. They just actually tucked this tree behind the camper after stamping it with that pine needle detail stamp. So that will just look like this. Except for maybe move it over a little. And if it hangs off just a little bit, you can just trim those guys off. So that's fun. So not only do they give you this kind of unique way of opening and using the cards and designing them, they also give you die cuts that you can kind of add on there too. Super fun. And you get 4 of the green trees, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. You get 5 of these trees. So enough to make all of the cards plus an extra, or in case you make a mistake and need to restamp it, which is hopefully not what will happen with me, but maybe what will happen with me. And last but not least, which usually I get to this part kind of first as I'm opening up the plastic, is the cardboard, which is not exciting at all, but I always tell people, save your cardboard. If it comes in either the DSP, like the designer series paper, or it comes in the paper pumpkin, this is like super clean, super nice cardboard. You can reuse it for watercoloring, the alcohol ink technique, the salt technique, all sorts of things. So definitely save your cardboard. You can also use it if you have a very like a lot of sequins or a lot of embellishments on the front of a card. You could tuck a little piece of cardboard into that envelope so that you don't have any little embellishments poking through your envelope when you put it in the mail. So definitely keep this, your cardboard and all these other things. And you can also use projects, these things for projects as well. So for school projects, but also your own personal stamping projects. I use this cardboard a lot. I save all of my cardboard, and I would recommend that you do it too. And then lastly, the new holiday mini catalog is here. It's actually, the July through December mini catalog. I call it the holiday catalog, and I think a lot of people do too. And also the celebration brochure. So celebration and the mini catalog will start on August 3rd. So it's a little bit delayed, even though it says July here. It's not starting until August. There were some sourcing and supply issues. So rather than releasing it and then having nothing be available, they actually just extended the start date. So that way when it starts, everything will be available for everybody. So again, the celebration catalog, I can't show you the insides of either of these, but what I can tell you is that if you want one of these, I can send it to you in the mail and then for free, and you can peruse at your own leisure. I'm definitely a catalog shopper. I enjoy looking at the catalogs. I get a lot of great ideas from the catalogs. But if you are a digital person and you like to look at the digital catalogs and things like that, they'll be available for you on August 3rd. But again, if you'd like one, let me know. I'm happy to send one to you. I'm super excited about everything that comes inside these catalogs. There is so much cute stuff this year. So that is all for my Paper Pumpkin unboxing. I'll be back next month with my next Paper Pumpkin box, which will be that Hope box that is empowerment themed. So super excited for that, and I hope you all have a really, really great day. Take care.